Episode number next. I'm Matt.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to the show. How y'all doing tonight?
What's up?
So, I got a bandsaw. That's kind of the topic of the show tonight. And basically, I just want to ask you guys, what do we do with it?
You can't talk without your hands, can you?
I use my hands
You can't
to talk.
talk.
Are we live on both? Will you check that, please?
I am checking that right now. So Facebook takes an extra second or so before it lets me know. So we're not live there yet.
You agree?
We just went live there, though. You were there.
Sweet.
With a delay, but you're
With
there.
a delay.
With a delay.
Rivet Wonderland checking in.
What? It always takes a minute before it lets me see the comments on Facebook, though. It's so annoying.
Yep, you can add states starting now.
Yes.
Drop your states.
Please drop those states and let us know where you're from. We will give you a shout out in a moment. Hey, Sandy McKenzie. Hello.
Today, his Sawdust Spotlight goes to...
Oh, this one is so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Sebastian.
This one is so cool. From
Bruma,
Romania.
From Romania.
So cool.
He made this oak, entirely out of oak, and then cut it to shape. So check this out. That's really cool. Did a really good job.
And he says that that's his second project that he's made from oak. The first one was a crib.
Yeah.
That is so super cool. I don't know if it's like the whole setting of it or what, but man, that project is super cool.
He said he's in Romania and he listens the day after. So
yeah,
tomorrow.
Because of the time difference. And
Hello,
so,
Sebastian.
Yeah. So he says that it's too late and he has to listen to it the day after. But, oh, man,
really
Sebastian,
cool.
great
really cool.
job. So super proud of that. You're doing awesome.
Yep, good job.
I'd love to see the crib too.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
You got to post that. Maybe you have posted it and we didn't see it, but I'd love to see that. If you post that, Sebastian, tag us because I would love to see that. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
It's been a nice, yucky, semi-wet day and snowy, semi-snowy, wet weekend. And
been pretty crazy.
But guess what? I'm getting a desk in the office.
Yeah, right there behind
you. Yeah, I'm getting a desk in here. We've ordered it. He's not making it. We ordered it from Amazon. That's sad.
Yep, that's terrible.
That is sad. That's super sad.
So y'all want to see the bandsaw that I got? I actually got this from Yellowhammer Tools. They sent it to me to check out. It's a Rikon model 10326. It's a 14-inch bandsaw.
Thank you, Stephanie.
If you have bandsaw tips, holla at your boy, because I've never used a bigger one like this. I've got the small Win in the shop. This one has a 13-inch cutting capacity, 2-speed, cast iron table. It is heavy. I've got it. I got before I can even put it together, I got to get a mobile base for it. And B, I got to redo the miter station. So that's going to be one of the next projects tackle, because I got to get it shorter so that I can fit the bandsaw on the end, because I don't really have anywhere else for it to go. So that's where I kind of want it to go, is in that little corner there up next to the garage door. That's the idea anyway. And then if it's on the mobile cart, I can move it out when I want to use it, put it back when I don't.
So while we're on here, go ahead and let everyone know about our Facebook community.
Yep. So if you're on Facebook, we have a community. You can go to facebook.com/groups/731woodworks. And we also have a Facebook page called 731 Woodworks. You can follow both of those. They're separate entities. 731 Woodworks Facebook page is where you'll see stuff from us, like this live stream or posts, videos. I've been posting a lot of videos on there every week. And so probably 5 to 6 videos a week on the Facebook page. And then also on the Facebook community is the gathering of probably what's up to 16,000 now.
Yeah, it's
strong woodworkers who are friendly to each other. We don't allow negativity. If we do see negativity, we get it out of there pretty quick.
We don't, but the moderators,
are
because
awesome
the moderators are fantastic.
Yep, they are.
They are. Every time I see moderation alerts, I'll click on it, and man, it's taken care of because they are fantastic.
Yep. So if you haven't joined, you have to answer 2 questions when you get in there. What's your favorite tool? And basically, will you follow the rules, or which are be nice? So that's really all there is to it. Yep.
Thank you, Stephanie. Our program director is reminding everyone to drop their location so that I can give you a shout out later in the show.
Yep.
And I have got to remember to do a printout of the state so I can just do a check mark. I've so got to do that.
Jeff Halred says to watch Snodgrass on the band. That's actually the second person who's told me to watch them today. So I'm going to go check him out and see.
Yeah, we did not do a members only.
Yep. We were kind of running behind today.
We were. Everything's been crazy. So
I had a neighbor dog get attacked while I was
Yeah.
sitting here working today. I could hear it screaming out there.
And our neighbor, she's a Hispanic lady who does know a lot more English now, thank goodness. But I was in town. He called me and said her dog got attacked, and I just happened to be driving past the place where she works. And so I pulled in, and thankfully she did understand everything I said, but I pulled in and told her, and she rushed home and had to take her dog to the vet. Dog's okay, but there's like 4 stray dogs, or not stray,
Yes.
but
No,
4.
they stray pretty much.
Well, they belong to somebody,
Yeah.
but anyway.
They run around and
They're
loose.
running. They're loose. Yeah.
They're feral. They're feral dogs.
Yeah, we'll say that. We know who they belong to. Their owners are just.
Thank you, Swifty.
So Steph is letting people know that if you do have a question, put a Q in front of it.
Yep.
For example, Q, what does the 731 stand for? Thank you, Stephanie, for letting everyone know.
Yep.
Thank you.
And 731 stands for?
It stands for July 31st, which is just a day of the year that we enjoy.
That's right. Crafty Yorkshireman. I like that name. He says, hey, Matt, long time UK follower here and first time watching live. Thank you. I've created a successful side hustle thanks to you. And any tips? Minimizing walk when cutting stove cover handles. Yeah. So you're talking about on your jigsaw probably. I just low and slow. If that's how I kind of, especially when you're cutting. I try to cut 2 at a time and you'll get a bunch of walk. If you just go back to 1 at a time, which is how I was doing it there at the end, and just go slow with your jigsaw, it'll cure up most of that stuff. Also, if you have a bandsaw or if you know somebody with a bandsaw, I want to know some projects to make. Obviously, bandsaw boxes. I'll probably do some of those. And then what blades you like. It's kind of a bandsaw talk because I've, like I said, I've got the small Win that will probably be passed on to somebody else once the bigger one gets all set up. But I just needed to know because I'm actually a little nervous about using it because I've never used one like that. They scare me a little bit, to be honest.
Did you see the message from Robert Lynch?
No.
Your videos have inspired me to start a woodworking business. Thank you for what you do.
Awesome.
That was on Facebook. Thank you, Robert. That's cool. Y'all keep dropping those states. I'm getting them in there. I'm trying not to miss anybody this time. I always seem to miss a few states.
It happens from here
Every
to there.
single time. Every single time. Do what's on the door, Maddie. Do what's on the door. What? What's on the door? What am I missing there?
I don't know. Maybe the fist bump?
I don't know. Do what's on the door. I don't know what that means. Oh my goodness. I'm lost on that one. Joe Smith, you're going to have to let me know what that one means. What?
Matthew Bemis says that Adirondack chairs are made for a bandsaw project. That would be cool.
Really?
I've never made any of those.
You haven't, and I love those.
No,
I love those
There we go.
chairs. Those things are fantastic. James King.
If y'all want to check it out, I put a link in the description. It goes to Amazon to the bandsaw that I was given by Yellowhammer Tools. It's their Amazon store, basically. You go there and check it out. Yeah. Somebody said it.
Do you have music playing in the background?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a little mood
Okay,
music.
so I thought I was going nuts. I was just like, I keep hearing that.
It covers
music.
up the awkward silence.
Well, that awkward silence is from you. That's
Oh.
when if I'm reading.
Benjamin Walker says, do you ever give away the Craig adjustable cutting system thingamajigamabob? No,
Thingamajigamabob.
it's coming. And when that video comes out, there'll be a date announced. I actually got to record the section that tells about the date and then send that to the editor. But the comparison video is being edited now. The Win track saw review will be out Thursday. And then a week from Thursday, the comparison video will be out. And that's when we're going to announce the giveaway, how to enter. So we're going to give away the Win track saw and 2 tracks. And the Craig track saw with 2 tracks. So, and then I've got some Masco jigs and things that I've kind of collected over a while. The Finish Max sprayer that I just done a review on, the one I bought to do a review so you can see what a new one looks like. I'm gonna give that one away because my old one still works. I don't need it, so we're gonna give that away, and we'll have several prizes for you guys to hopefully win.
So Hugh Hall says, Matt, Hugh McMillan here. Thanks for the email. Do you know what that is?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because sometimes Andrea says 7/31 is her mom's birthday.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Happy
birthday early.
Yep. 7/31's a good day.
It is an awesome day.
It's a pretty good day. Do you think it is?
I think it's an amazing day.
Why?
That's the day I met you. Changed my life. Was it?
There's no music for that awkward silence.
Yeah, still there.
Stopped hearing it.
Oh,
Miss Ann's in there. She says, congrats on the new bandsaw. Hey, Miss Ann.
Jeff Allred says, does a Rikon have a foot brake? I'm not sure. I have to look and see. It's still in the box. It come in 2 days ago, and I haven't unboxed it because I don't have anywhere to put it. I'm telling you, I'm just so crammed in there. And oh man, I forgot the hardwire in. Oh well. It's all crammed in there, and I gotta redo the miter station before I can put the bandsaw on the end. Once I'm redo the miter station, then we'll set the bandsaw up and then move it over there.
So what do you? Somebody said poor. Oh, they're talking about the neighbor's dog. Yes, poor dog. That makes me really.
Belts and Boxes says got here late. What's the new bandsaw brand and what model? It's the Rikon 10. I don't want to get it wrong. 10326 14-inch is the one that I got. I was given by Yellowhammer Tools. Yellowhammer Tool Works, actually. So I'll do a review on that, I'm sure, once I get it all set up and it's all put together, and we'll do that. Caleb Hackelman, yes, there is a CNC project videos in the pipeline. A couple of them, actually. Going to be working with Carbide over the next couple of months.
Swifty3565 said, just found you recently. Really enjoying your content.
Thank you. Dan Dixon says, related to dust collection system, what's the best source to match up different size fittings for all my power tools? Look at Dust Right. Rockler has a bunch of stuff on dust collection. I've gotten all of my dust collection hoses, fittings, all that come from Rockler and their Dust Right brand.
Steph says there's 20,000 on the Facebook community, by the way.
Awesome.
See, they know that stuff.
They do.
They know that stuff because they're the ones that are in there doing it.
Gustavo, yes, I have plans to make a miter station in the next few weeks, actually. That's one of my next... I'm actually working on a crosscut sled now. After that, I'm going to be doing a miter station. It's one of those got-to things. I don't want one that's just oversized, and the one I've got now is just too big. It just takes up too much wall space, and I don't use it
when
that
you
much
built
of it.
it,
Well, when I built it, I didn't have anything in there. And so that thing was like awesome. I like the height of it, and that's about it. The rest of it's going to change. I've never been happy with it since after I built it. I was like, and I never finished it. That's why all the front's open. It was supposed to have doors on it, and it's just one of those projects that's just kind of set there. So
you were still in the beginning processes of, it's kind of neat though, because it was like the beginning of everything, and all your, old toolboxes and stuff, the original stuff that you had been given and everything. That's what you kind of built everything around.
Yeah, here's all that black toolbox in the middle.
It's kind of cool.
Birthday gift way before I started woodworking.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
It's going to be kind of sad to
I was thinking about, so we've been talking about me running out of space and maybe in the future building a bigger shop at some point. I don't know when. Because several years down the road, maybe, I don't know. We don't know. So, and we was talking about that. And I actually, when I walked out there today, I was kind of looking around. I was like, man, if I did that, like I already started feeling sad. I was like, I like this space. I like being in the garage. I can't, a big space would be nice, but I just really do enjoy being able to step down into the garage and be there, and then step back into the house if I want to. I mean, I know that if we built one on the property, it would only be a few steps away. It's kind of like, I've kind of grown sentimental to that.
Yeah. Tell them what your dream would be.
No, not a dream. If we build one, there's going to be climate control.
It makes you sound so spoiled.
Bougie is the
It's
word.
bougie. It's his bougie dream.
I need a walkway
Yeah.
that's covered in climate
He
control.
he wants a covered, climate-controlled walkway
Bougie.
from the house to the shop. I'm like, if you're gonna dream big. He always says that if they're not laughing at your dream, you're not dreaming big enough. So y'all laugh at his dream because he is dreaming big enough there.
DMC Restoration says, "What's your recommendation on a budget track saw? Check out the Win. I got a review coming out in 2 days. Watch that review and then make your decision before you buy. Watch the review. There's a couple of little issues with it that it's just there's some things about it. I mean, you're buying a budget saw, so you know you're going to give up something, right? So just understand that when you get it. But if you watch that review, I point out all the flaws and all the things I liked about it. I actually like the saw quite a bit. It's a pretty good saw for $200 with the Win track saw and the tracks. Like, it's really hard to beat that price. It really is.
Charles Caddy wants to know, do you have any recommendations for learning SketchUp?
Steve Ramsey has a course, not a course, but a video or a couple of videos on how to use SketchUp. And I think he made it last year, so it's pretty recent. Just search Steve Ramsey SketchUp. You'll see it. And he walks you step by step through that. I've never learned it, but I've heard others say it's a good video.
Rich says, just had an offer accepted on a new home with a bigger garage for my shop. Prayers we get this one. We've lost 4 other because of bidding wars.
Oh, man.
Man, isn't that crazy? Like, the competition is so crazy sometimes that the listing price is not anywhere near what you're going to pay.
It low, thinking I was going to get bids on it, and then there I'd be. See.
Brian Bustle said, my wife's not going to like me. I follow you. Started doing noodle boards because of you. Now I'll need a bandsaw to keep up with you.
That's the way it is, man. Young woodworker here, 16. How should I go about building a big dresser for my bedroom?
Hey,
man,
Greg.
we've got a video on that. Just start 731 dresser. My daughter's still using it. That's been a few years ago, and it's held up really well. We actually got plans coming out this week for that dresser. They should be finalized any day now, so we're just waiting on those. But it's a good size dresser too. Like, it holds a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, and it's a monster to move.
4321 says, how do I pick my bandsaw, or did Yellowhammer pick it for me? So they gave me an option of Rikons, and that's the one I chose because I like the base. Truthfully, I like the way the base looked on it more than the other one that was offered up, and so it was enclosed, and it just looked a little better. So that's why I chose it.
Ivo Novo says, just want to leave my thanks to Matt for the inspiration to build and sell furniture. Recently started making learning towers for toddlers and already sold 12. Thanks, man. Wow. You are an inspiration.
That's awesome, man. Good job.
And Miss Bean says, I get his dream, and my dream, everything has air conditioning.
Clark Duncan says, my business has come because of your inspiration. I would like to know if you have made any curved furniture, like captain's chairs. No, I haven't. And I'm hoping to start doing some more of that stuff with the bandsaw. I think that'll free us up quite a bit for that kind of stuff.
Robert Hill has a question. How do you decide between furniture making as a focus and household items like cutting boards or similar?
That's a
hard one.
I mean, that's how I focus. So I started out making bigger projects, outdoor furniture we started out with, and we started making dining tables and end tables and all that. And then she had an idea for the stove cover. I'd never even heard of them. And she come up with the design of it. I built one of those. We took pictures of it and posted online. Those things just started selling. So I put them on Etsy, and they just started selling. I just kind of stumbled into it because of her. And once those started selling, I really didn't have time to do anything else because they were making good money. So it's just trial and error, really. I mean, you
have to look at what's trending.
Try to see what's up.
Right now, there's a lot of decor items that are trending right now. I really need to do an updated video, but the videos don't really perform that well on that kind of stuff. But noodle boards, those were trending really big there for a while, but right now you've got, and I don't even know what they're called necessarily, but they use them for centerpieces for dining room tables. I've got one on ours. They're almost like a lantern box, but they're open. They don't have glass panels or anything. And you can make them square, you can make them round, you can make them curved, however you want to do them. But I wish I could go grab one and just kind of show them to show you what I'm talking about. But you can put things in them. They sit on top of like greenery or candles, or you can put Easter type things in them. You can put kind of anything in them. You can put them on end tables, dining room tables, on your kitchen counters. And those things are selling like crazy right now. And they can be made out of scrap wood.
There you go.
They are selling.
Scrap wood project video.
Hold on. They're selling like crazy. You're gonna be awkward silence when I'm going, aren't you?
4321 says, "Can you add on to the garage itself?" Yeah, I could actually. There's room on that side of the house for a one stall probably, but man, with that, I don't know. I think you'd wind up spending a lot of money doing that. I mean, I know that a shop would be a lot of money too. Maybe, I don't know. It's an option, probably. Aubrey says, I plan on building some cabinets and doing some more woodworking. What size table saw should be the best to get by saw stop? The biggest one you can get. I got the PCS. You can get away with the contractor's one. I've heard good things about it too. I don't think you could go wrong with the contractor. If you got space for the PCS though, that's the one I would get. There's your bandsaw project right there.
Okay.
This little centerpiece decor thing, you're not even going to be able to see all of it.
Okay. Y'all have got, so
I'll tilt it so
money maker right here, y'all.
It's kind of like a
so you can put anything in them. Just set it over this really quick. So if y'all want a scrap wood project, look at that.
It's so beautiful.
You can decorate them for any holiday. Vanna White over here.
And I don't know how you make these things, but I can't. How many of these have you bought? How much do they cost a piece?
But I don't know. Just
how much they cost a piece?
Don't worry about how much.
It's a slice of wood, y'all.
Don't worry about how much I pay for them.
I don't even know what kind of wood it is.
Listen, you just don't even worry about what I spend on decorating.
They call them cookies, but they don't taste like a cookie.
And you don't worry about that.
But she's bought a bunch of them.
So those are scrap wood projects, and those things sell like crazy. And they're like, no kidding, they can be around $100. I think for that one, was like $75 or something. Those sell like crazy. Yeah.
Serves you an idea.
Anyway, so
maybe time for another scrap wood project video. That video actually did pretty well for us.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We come up with, of course, I was pointing out other people's stuff that we'd bought and that was made out of scrap wood, and I got destroyed for that.
I'm just saying, those things sell like crazy here. And if you go, I can't think of the website. There's a website that I go to that has those things for sale on there, and they're sold out. No, it's shoot. I can't think of the name of the website. There's a website I have saved.
It'd be pretty easy to make.
They're sold out of those. Every time I look on there, they're sold out of them, and they sell them for like $120 on their website.
For that?
Yes. And you have to pay shipping. I'm telling you, and it's crooked. They don't even sit straight. I have to turn it a certain direction so that it looks straight. That way you can only see it from one side. Yeah, the little cookie things, those things sell like crazy.
Man, I'm in the wrong business.
I'm just telling you.
Brad Catherine Cooper says, are you going to provide build plans with your miter saw build? Yep. The miter station will have plans available for it. Bean rotary tool good for woodworking? For some people, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people use those to etch out stars.
That website, Pepper.
And all that stuff. And but yeah, a lot of people use them. I bought one. I used it on one flag. It's been in the drawer ever since. I've used it here and there to sand the inside of holes. I mean, they're handy to have. The one I bought was like $20-something, I think. So it's really handy to have in the shop because it's not expensive. But I don't use it a lot, like once every few months, maybe, if that.
They want me to find the site. I always have to give me a minute, Pepper. Let me think about it for just a minute.
James Wagner, how was the Wind bandsaw? Honest opinion. If you watch that review, that's my honest opinion of it. It's pretty good. You cannot resaw with it. The blades are just too small. It's not made for that.
Interior delights.
If you want to cut out like small parts and make small cuts, like round, you know what I mean, the thin cuts with it that have circles or curves in them, you can do that with it. But you can't resaw with it. It's just not made for that.
Pepper, it's interiordelights.net. I just found it. Interiordelights.net.
There you go. Free plug.
Yeah.
$100
They're sold out of them all the time.
Jeff, no break. It says on my bandsaw.
Vincent DeMauro says that your scrap wood project video is what inspired him to make things to sell. Great housewarming ideas. Maybe we need to do another one of those based off what's trending now. That could be something we could work on next week on spring break.
But I tell you, if we made a few of those for a video, I think that'd be all right. Show people how to make them. I've
been trying to buy more of them because there's a few spots I want them in the house.
Yeah.
And they've been sold at
I have to get that bandsaw up and running yet. Because those curve cuts there. That's all it is.
But see, like this one's crooked, and
I don't know what the top made out of though.
It's a
I ain't got no turn like that.
You can buy those.
Hey Lloyd, he's in the house.
Lloyd's in the house. Oh,
Lloyd
anyway,
got a shout out on that last video.
That was a kind of a tangent, but kind of not. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay.
Awesome, Mr. Larry.
Pepper, you'll love that website, but their stuff stays sold out all the time. It's so difficult, and I think you can get some promo codes too if you look. So look for promo codes for them.
Mike Adams says, do you ever get warranty calls on Noodleboards because somebody left a stove on? I always made a huge disclaimer on the postings, in the packaging, like, hey, this thing is made out of wood. It's going to burn if you leave something on. So use at your own risk. Or actually, we call them decoration trays or whatever. If you put them on your stove and burn, that's on you, man.
Yes, 4321. I have to buy stuff like that all the time. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I'm getting a desk in here, and I had to order it from Amazon because I didn't get one of these nice, pretty ones.
Man.
It's okay though. He did offer to build me a desk. I'm not gonna be mean or lie or anything.
Yeah, don't be mean to me.
He offered to build me one, but his time right now is way too worth way more right now. He's got way too much going on than to try to build me one. And the only reason I need a desk is because I have to figure out stuff for tax purposes.
Man.
Tax
don't
stuff.
Don't even start on taxes, man.
Tax stuff is crazy. So
Uncle Sam don't like me.
So I've got it. We have to do that. What is it? Sales and use tax that you have to do every month. And I'm finally starting. You hush because they are really nice to me when I call.
They're not nice to me.
They're very nice. He just don't know how to talk to people. It's you. You're the problem.
Well, I'm the problem. Sir, I can't tell you how to run your website.
Hey.
I didn't say you're supposed to do that.
You could be an ugly. Jesus don't like ugly.
You're mean to me.
No.
I haven't put my lip out.
He's the problem, not them.
Mill Pine Woodcraft says, will there be a video on the Crosscut sled? Yes, I'm filming that. I'm going really slow on it. I'm kind of making it up as I go. I know what I want to do, but I'm trying to think it out. I was thinking about putting T-tracks in it and then 1/2-inch plywood in there. I've seen other people do it like that, but I can't get on 1/2-inch plywood around here that's any good. So I'm going to go back with
next week.
Yeah, but they don't have no good stuff.
Hey, can you give a plug to our Discord?
Yes, we have a Discord. I don't have a way to put the link in here. Miss Stephanie posted it earlier. It's in the chat. Back up the chat if you want to go back and look. Or she can post it again, please. And y'all can join us on Discord. We have a Discord. Basically, Discord, if you don't know, if you remember the old forums back in the day, I used to be on a bunch of radio scanner forums where the topics were broken out so people could talk about turning, or people could talk about tools, or you can show your products off, or whatever. And so that's kind of broken out like that so you can actually have discussions on a topic versus somebody posts something and then just comments under it. So it's more like forums. Yeah.
Jason, your mom is in here. She was on here earlier. Miss Ann, if you're still in here, Jason is checking on you.
Thank you, Marion. I'll check out Bandsaw Magic.
Let's see. Robert L. says, do it. Talk about taxes. My wife runs an art business. Art equals woodworking. What Mr. Clark says that would be a neat project to do for me. What?
The river table desk. Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. So I actually I'm hoping that it turns out to be a good one. But I actually really love the desk that I ordered from Amazon. I hope I like it when it comes in. It's all gold and
freely looking.
Yeah, it's really girly. And I ordered me one of those faux bearskin rugs to go under it. So, like, I'm going to have a girly corner of the office. So I'm all good.
Ollie 749 says, where do you get your tools? If I'm buying them and they weren't given to me, which we have had a bunch of stuff given to us, and it's been a huge blessing. If I'm buying them, I buy them from the cheapest place I can find. Amazon, we buy a bunch from Amazon, buy from Home Depot, and anywhere really that's having a sale. And speaking of, shameless plug, if you go to 731 Woodworks, at the top or in the little hamburger menu if you're on mobile, there's a little page called Tool Deals. I'm posting tool deals there every morning, about 7 a.m.-ish. And the best ones I find, I'm not just spamming it with a bunch of junk. I'm trying to pick out good ones and put those on there. Today I didn't see any good ones, so I didn't post any. So if I find a good one, I'll put those on there. Jamie McFarland, what's that? From North Dakota.
Steph said, yay for a girly space in the office. I know. I'm super excited about it, Stephanie. I'll text you a picture of it when I get it set up. But I told him, I said, you're going to be okay with me like coming in and girlifying a corner of it, right? And he was like, yeah. So I kind of want to change out the light fixture. And he said, that's okay. I said, I kind of want to change out the curtains. And he was like, I'm good as long as you don't change this and my monitor. Hey, you know what time it is?
Power tip time.
We didn't miss it tonight, y'all.
Didn't miss it. Thank
I
goodness.
was watching it really close.
Thank goodness.
Okay. You got it? Do
You
you
got
remember it?
Yeah.
'Cause
It's on my shirt.
Well,
I wrote it on my shirt. We are
no,
one.
no,
Well, I didn't
that's
write it.
not what the power to. I said it kind of goes back to that.
Yeah.
But do you remember what it was?
Well, no, you wrote it down so I wouldn't have to remember all of it.
Because
Exactly. So you should give it.
okay, so the power tip is, well, we've been talking about kind of the negativity because we've moved over into Facebook.
Well, I've been posting more on Facebook.
We've been posting
More videos.
videos on Facebook. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Facebook, y'all, is mean.
Some of them can be.
The world can be, I don't mean this in a ugly way. And I'll tell you, honestly, my seventh period walked into my class today, and I looked at them and I said, I love y'all, but y'all stink.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm honest. People can be ugly, okay? And I mean that in the nicest way possible. But people can be mean. And so the power tip is to look for the strength in each other instead of the weakness in each other.
Mm-hmm.
And draw on that strength, because if you think about it, we are kind of one together. And if we would look for our strengths together, can you imagine what kind of power we could all have? Because all of us do have a different superpower. We're not all born with the same strength, and we're not all born with the same weakness. So look for the strength in each other and empower each other instead of breaking each other
just
down.
build each other up.
Build each other up.
So
it's so difficult.
you get, especially some of my. So I had a couple of videos. I actually had one on Facebook. I told her. I was looking like I started getting a bunch of comments on it. It was an older video I posted like last year. All it was I took a video from YouTube and just uploaded it to Facebook. It was no different. So like it has subscribe and check the links in the description, which none are there on Facebook. So the newer ones, I'm stripping that stuff out and re-edit them a little bit. Anyway, this other one was just started like a bunch of comments on it. And I'm like, all of a sudden it took off for a couple of days. Well, you started getting like some really
people are
mean
just
stuff.
mean. They love
I'm
being
like,
mean.
Yikes, man. I mean, what'd I do to you? You know? Eesh. But yeah, just be nice.
People, okay, so I think what it is, I think it's easier for somebody to be mean to someone than to accept their own shortcomings. So if that's the case, if you can't accept what's wrong and you need to tear someone else down to make yourself feel better, then I guess go for it. But that's never going to make you a better person. It's just going to make the other person better if they can work through it. Take it from someone who's been torn down and been able to live through that. So try not to do that to people. Try to, for the sake of, beauty pageants, let's just have world peace. Just try to be nice to people.
Yeah, so my shirt, because you can't read it, I'll read it to you. It says Philippians 2:2. It says, be of the same mind, having the same love, united in spirit, intent on one purpose. Hard to read upside down. Philippians 2:2.
So after I come up with the power tip, I told him, I said, I think it's kind of like what your shirt says. Yeah. The God of the mountain
It's God of the Valley.
It's the God of the Valley.
JNS
what mine
Custom
says.
Woodworks says, yep. It says, Matt, the question is off topic. How are you liking being a full-time content creator? It's awesome, man. Living the dream. I've been very, very, very blessed to be able to do this. I'm extremely thankful. I literally thank God for it every day. It's his mission that we're on. I made that pretty vocal. And it's any time he can change it whenever he decides. But so far, he's blessed it. Matter of fact, the video that come out Sunday, I'll give you a little testimony. The video that come out Sunday, before that, the last 3 or 4 videos that we put out were on the Facebook Creators app. It shows you how the video you just published is doing compared to the previous 10. Right. So if it's 1 out of 10, that's the best video you put out in the last 10 at that moment in time. But the previous 4 were all 8th, 9th, or 10th. Like they were just not doing well. The floor video bombed for a few days. And then she started praying about it, and it took off. Now, he blessed that video, and it done better. And then so I have been praying, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, show me what you want me to do. Like, what videos do you want? And I know it's going to sound silly. God told you to make a 5 tips video, but he did. And that's the reason at the end I say there's greatest information anybody ever give you is linked in the description, is because I believe that's our mission, and we're spreading the gospel but through woodworking. And so I believe that he's blessing that, and I believe that if we stay on the right path, he will continue to bless it. If I skew off that path, and I'm not saying that just because the video is 9th or 10th, he's not blessing it. It has its own purpose. I know when I put out motivational type videos, those videos typically don't perform 1 out of 10. They usually 8th, 9th, or 10th. And I know that, but they have a purpose. Those are purpose-driven videos. And anyway, testimony is I was praying. I was like, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? And the Spirit just spoke to me, and he's like, tips and tricks video, 5 tips every beginner needs to know. Okay. And so I was actually working on a couple other videos, and he kept prompting me. He's like, so now I told you to do. And I'm like, all right, 10. So I went and made that video, and it's doing well. It's 1st out of 10. Tangent alert.
No, that's okay. We can't outsmart the one.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Can we?
Appreciate that, man.
So before I do our states, let me answer Robert Hale. He has a question. He says, not sure of the process, but would you be open to teaching or doing a workshop at a military base?
I'm not sure how that works.
That would be super cool, though. That
cool.
would be something that
they're going to let me ride in the F-16. That'd be sweet.
That would be something that we could actually look into, though. That would be something cool to look into.
Vincent DeMario says, where do you order your hardwood blanks?
You just did not even answer the question.
I didn't hear it. What is it? I said it would be cool.
But you didn't answer the question.
I don't know what the process would be.
It would be something that we could definitely look into, Robert. If you want to...
Somebody got contacts. So
yeah, send us an email, and it would be something we could definitely look into.
Oh, I thought it was like just kind of a suggestion. I'm sorry. My bad.
He just talked about riding in an F-16, and then he was done.
Yeah, I was still flying, y'all. Where do y'all order your hardwood blanks from? I order from WTGHardwoods.com. I actually just got a box in today. It was just all walnut. It's about 8 inches wide, 4 foot long, 4/4. You tell him what you want. He can ship up to 8 feet, I believe. Just go to his website, hit that contact form, and just send him a message, and he'll get back with you. And he'll basically send you an invoice, you pay for it, and it ships out. So
Benjamin Walker said, my superpower is not being able to build anything straight.
Hey, I've been there.
So
I've still done it.
We can't ever build anything straight.
I'll tell you, I remember.
We never do.
I remember working on a coffee bar thing, and she may remember it. I was using the floor right here to the left of us in this foyer area. There's the only flat place I had because I was still working in the shed. I would take it out there and cut a leg and come back in here and set it. It would rock. I was like, it'd be whomping y'all, right? I don't know how many trips I went out there. I was so mad. Remember that? I went out there like 27 times and it was just still rocking. I could not figure it out. I was like, why is this thing like that? And the person who bought the thing probably never know it, but thank you.
Thank you, Buck Rogers.
So it's probably about 2 inches shorter than what it's supposed to be because I just kept whittling on it until it didn't rock anymore. What was that? See that?
That's a piece of lint, baby.
Yeah.
You're funny. It's where you talk and you.
Oh, is that what it is? I'm stirring up lint.
You're stirring up lint over here. We've been moving stuff. Our son's been moving stuff out of here today.
Miss Stephanie, I bet that F-16 would have all kinds of buttons.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Him and the buttons. That's. Y'all have no idea what it's like to ride in an elevator with him.
They won't do an F-16. They may not even have F-16s no more. Blue Angels, whatever they riding in, I'll be co-piloting one of those. That'd be fine with me.
Thank you, Jason Scott. He said, when God is in the center of a marriage, this is how it looks. I love the purity in 731's content. We definitely keep that at the center of our marriage because we have to.
Yeah. So I tell you, I probably shared this before, but a friend of mine, he's on here, shared a illustration I thought was absolutely brilliant. And it's a triangle, right? And it's got your name, Matt, her name, Amy, at the bottom, husband, wife, whatever your husband and wife's name are. And as it creeps toward the top, there's God at the top, right? And the closer you get to God, the closer you two get together. Further away, it's just brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's do our states really quick. We get off on tangents sometimes. Okay.
Just every now and then.
Every now
it's
and then.
rare. It's really rare.
Yeah, not often. Australia, Kansas, Texas, Missouri, Colorado, South Dakota, South Carolina, North Carolina, Washington, Mexico, Pennsylvania, Paris, which is super cool.
That is cool.
Minnesota,
Paris,
Maine.
Arkansas, Paris, Texas, or Paris, France?
France.
Sweet.
Maine, Ohio, Georgia, California, Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, Illinois, Louisiana, Virginia, Alaska, Oregon, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maryland, the UK, Alabama, New York, Virginia Beach is on here.
Did you say Canada? I think you missed Canada. Surely
I
there's
did not
Canadian
say.
here.
I didn't say Canada.
Mackenzie's
Do we
here.
have? Do we have Canada? Oh,
The
we do
Mackenzie
have
sawmill.
Canada because we
Mhm.
do have Mackenzie Lumber Mill on here. Yep, Canada, eh? I missed
Canada,
it. Canada, eh?
C-130s, B-2s. I'll fly in any of them. Y'all hook me up. We'll show up and fly. Or ride. I'll fly with them. I'll let them drive.
Now, Corey, I said Louisiana. I did say Louisiana. Yeah, he loves to fly now. Vermont. I did not
All right,
say
cheers.
Vermont.
All right, Charlie's here too.
That's right. RH is here too. A.
Hey.
I always forget West Virginia. Dang it. Rodney McIntyre is here, y'all. Rodney is here from West Virginia. We're
Why
so
you always-
glad that Rodney's here.
So we need to get her a checklist.
David, I know. I need to just start putting people on the checklist
Yeah.
instead of places. When I have my desk in here, I can print me off stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Did I say Oklahoma?
No.
Would you jump out of one? So, Jason,
Probably.
I did
I
say
would-
Oklahoma. North Carolina, I said that.
I would probably be really scared, but I think it would be
I think
cool.
I would try it. Have y'all seen
I
though
don't want to
that
be hooked to no dude, though.
See-
No offense. I just don't want no dude hooked to my back. That just is off. That's probably what would keep me from jumping. Like, it's just weird to me. I would rather just,
he
Yeah.
has? Okay, so but let me explain because that sounds weird.
Yeah.
He has touch sensitivities.
yeah, that's it.
Before he and I got married, he was like, and he's still this way though. He's not a hugger. He's not like he had a previous boss that whenever he was near him, he was like right here all the time. He's just that kind of person, his previous boss. When he talks to you, he's like
Not
this.
stay, please.
No. That a different guy. And when he talks to you as he's talking, he's like this. His name's Howard. And I love Mr. Howard. He is a wonderful person, but he talks to you like this. And Matt was always like, oh, yeah. If you're listening, Mr. Howard, I'm so sorry. I love you.
Christopher McKinney says they let me ride in a tank, and I'll surely do that too.
Arizona, Tucson. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh.
Becca might can get us in there. She's in the military, or was, right? She can get us. She probably got the connections to get us up in there.
Uh-oh.
West
Wait,
Virginia.
what?
Some Navy, right? In Virginia. Not West Virginia, but Virginia Beach. That's the Navy.
Oh. Becca, hold on, Becca.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to read something.
Oh.
Let's see.
It's really awkward now.
I know.
'cause
But
you're so
you-
talking.
I know, because I'm trying to read. And I hope.
So if you have bandsaw ideas, like project
Let's
ideas,
see.
let me know. Just you can send me an email, message on social, any of that stuff. That way,
Oh, okay. Becca, I'll go look. You just
secret squirrel stuff going on there.
okay.
Clark says, "How about you all come up to Royal George and bungee jump for your anniversary? That would be pretty cool, but I worry about those. I jump out of an airplane with a parachute, but those bungee things like worry me. Like, what if the cord breaks?
Oh, Becca was
like
talking about us.
No, is there a some type of safety system there that I don't break? That would be scary.
They're talking about us because we just love each other.
We do love each other. She's put up with me for a very, very long time. And that's no small feat, if I do say so myself.
I think that's what you were talking about, right, Becca?
Oh, veneers. Yeah, I've seen that too, and it looks really cool. Like all the stuff you can do with a bandsaw just intrigues me because one of the main reasons I wanted was to be able to resaw, because there's several times I've been wanting to be able to cut a small, thin strip of wood, and I can't because I had no way to do it safely, and that's what the main thing is. Connor, yes, we do TV stands. I've got 3 videos on TV stands on the channel. One that has doors, one that's open, and then one that's really simple, like really, really easy with hairpin legs.
Mackenzie Lumbermill, I think it would be so cool to come to Canada.
Hey?
Except for him.
I would love Canada.
He would do that all the time.
Welcome to Canada, hey?
You would be so sick of him. Everything, there's lint now in front of me.
Yeah, because you're using hands now. I kept mine still.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, every time he said anything, he would say A at the end. Everything. And
Taylor Dove, we've talked about a few bandsaw project ideas. We call them bandsaw boxes, Adirondack chairs, using those for veneers. But if you have some, be sure to drop them in there. Yeah, pedestal tables. That's right. There's a guy, Pete. What was his name? He's on Instagram. He's got a YouTube channel.
By the name of Pete.
Named Pete. He's up there in Boston area. Makes some of the most beautiful pedestal tables you'll ever see. And he was doing this, 5-6 years ago and still doing it now. And just absolutely phenomenal work. And he does them on the bandsaw. They look amazing. Hey.
See?
What? I was reading Mackenzie Lumbermill comment. And she said, hey. So I was just reading.
Moose Works, I don't know where she's got all 3 dogs tonight. So she's
probably homework too.
Yeah, she may have homework. That, and she's had a long week at work. It's been yesterday was Pi Day. 3.14159 and some other 5,000 numbers that go after that. What are you after?
Mike Adams says his uncle was in the 82nd Airborne in Vietnam. He said he couldn't figure out why they had him jump out of a perfect good airplane. Speaking of, I got these coins in. All right. This is a Vietnam challenge coin. On the front it says all gave some gave all. On the back, 58,000.
Right, don't.
On the back, 58,479 brothers and sisters who never return. On the back, these are for a project. They come in from Mr. Michael. I'm not sure if he wants me to share his last name, so I won't. We're going to do a project with these, and I'm looking to do.
You just realized they made noise, didn't you?
There's 4 of them, right? And so he said mallet, so we're probably going to do a mallet. I'm probably going to use a CNC to do something very unique. I hope. I may need some help with some CNC design ideas or design work. So if you know how to work a CNC, Carbide Create specifically, because that's the software I have, give me a message. I think we can come up with something phenomenal for him.
Eddie Buzzard, thank you so much. Says your videos are very helpful and love you guys.
Glad to help.
Connor Curry, we do have, I think, 2 TV stands. Do you have videos on both of them? Oh, you've already done both. I wouldn't listen. I've been reading stuff. Let's see.
Mark Stanberry says, just always remember most bandsaw accidents happen after the cut because the blade's still spinning for a few seconds.
Ooh.
They scare me. They scare me worse than a table saw. Like I'm really nervous about bandsaws.
That scares me because you're already like really clumsy.
No, not most time.
Okay, so I don't know if you need to use this thing when I'm not here. Let's take a vote because they'll agree with me. They know how you are.
No. Y'all don't vote.
Let's vote. They'll tell me. So somebody said, who was it? PJ? Maybe? Yeah. She said that she saw a video of some really cute reindeer on the bandsaw.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about reindeer.
There you go. There's your bandsaw project.
You know I love reindeer. You know, like the big eyes that SpongeBob gets with like the little white spots in them?
Yeah.
The real big, like, gooey eyes.
I'll show you how to use it.
I don't think he needs to use a bandsaw. Why did you get a bandsaw?
We need them.
Oh, Lord.
We needed a bandsaw.
Y'all, we had to pray for him.
Even the little one, the wind one, made
Stephanie,
me nervous.
can he handle the bandsaw?
I'll be hyper focused, Lord willing. See, Todd said he's terrified of bandsaws too.
Becca, can he handle it? Michelle, I need help. I need my strong ladies. I need y'all to tell me. Can he handle this? I'm not so
Miss
sure.
Tiara's in here.
Hey, Miss Tiara. How are you doing, T? She's saying hey to both of us, too. And look at her screen name. It says
It's Tiara.
Tiara. But you can call her T.
Program director says I have to have supervision.
Yes. See, I told you. Steph knows. What did Becca say?
She hasn't answered.
Becca. What do you say? Mackenzie, what do you say?
Yeah, I like Jim Hart. He says respect it and you'll do just fine. It's the same thing with table saws, miter saw, any power tool. Drills, like a drill can hurt you bad if you're not respecting of it. I mean, there's been multiple times, especially when I work construction, where you're drilling
Andy
like
said you need
holes through like a 6x6 or something. And it was a really powerful drill with a big old handle on it. And you getting on it. When that thing catches, it will break your arm. It catches so hard. So any of that stuff can really hurt you. You just really got to be careful be respectful of the tool and keep your mind on it, which complacency happens to every single one of us. And that's what gets most people hurt. They've done that cut 10,000 times. And 10,000 and first time they're thinking about what's for supper, and then it happens. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Michelle said it is smart to operate with supervision.
I agree.
And Becca says that you know who you have to answer to if you don't act right. See?
That's true.
Got to remember we got all these strong people up in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
So I'm wondering if I can get a power switch, a foot switch. For mine.
Any tool can hurt you. Justin's right. He says any tool can hurt you bad.
Yep. That's why I just see it.
I know. That is what's so scary, though. Like, I worry about him out there with this stuff.
Walking through the house could hurt you. I mean, you could fall anytime.
Because you're clumsy.
So are you.
Like, you're bad. He bad. Do you promise me you're going to be good with the bandsaw out there?
Woodworker's honor.
Okay. You got to be really good out there, though.
Okay. Yeah, the lathe does look kind of sketchy to me too. Seeing
the
people,
what?
A lathe where thing's spinning. They put that knife thing in there. It's like stuff's flying everywhere.
That to me looks so like graceful though.
Yeah, people that do it are absolutely amazing.
It's like mesmerizing to me to watch that. I don't know.
Any dovetail or hand tool videos in the works? No, I don't think so. Not in the near future. I got some Incra stuff in, and it's not hand tool at all, but dovetail, then kind of the poor man's dovetails, the box joint. So I got a Incra iBox jig that I'm going to use and try to make some boxes with, just to play around and see how that works.
What are cut
I've always
gloves?
been one of those. Apparently there's gloves that keeps you from getting cut.
Really?
I guess. I didn't know nothing about them.
Mr. Clark said that's why he needs cut gloves.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Tim Hurt says, when is the track saw video coming? The comparison video is coming a week from Thursday. Thursday, 2 days from now, the wind track saw review is coming out. And then a week after that, the comparison video will come out.
I've never heard of that. It's kind of neat. You need to look into that.
Cut gloves. My only concern about those is, like, any type of loose anything around a spinning blade, any of that stuff like makes me really nervous. That's why I don't wear long sleeves in the shop. I used to wear like hoodies and all kinds of stuff. Of course, I got power out there now, but it's like any loose fitting, dangling clothes are just asking for trouble.
That scroll saw, I've got to look into that because last
She gonna
week,
get her a scroll saw.
yeah, that's what they were talking about last week too. I got to look into that. That needs to be something that I need to start trying to make
Doing
stuff
some
with
scroll
this summer.
saws?
Yeah.
Miss Jackie teach you all you need to know.
That's right.
He knows how to work that thing.
Michelle, the only thing that Michelle's trying to get some info. Let's see. I'll just say that right now,
spill it. Stuff's in the works.
Stuff's in the works. We're sourcing. We have a call Friday to get some, hopefully some more information about maybe some timeline. But as soon as we know when we're going to get our first product, I don't even know our timeline yet. Once we figure out when the first product is going to be able to be released, as soon as we know that, I think we're going to go ahead and do pre-orders, and we'll do like a big reveal and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll let y'all
that
know.
kind of stuff.
But we're going to reveal it to our members only first.
Yep.
We're
channel members will be first to
channel
know,
members
and
will be the
mods.
first. And
If you're a
mods.
moderator
Yeah,
on
moderators
YouTube.
and channel members will be the first to find out. So, but yeah, I'm excited about that.
Brian says, sorry if I missed it. What brand of bandsaw did I get? I got a Rikon. Let's see if it's still up here. Yep. The Rikon 10326. I can't move it because I'm not doing it right. There it is. 14-inch. That's the one on Rikon's site you can go check out. And that's the one that's in the box out there. I still got to unbox it and still got to put it together. And again, I got to build a miter saw station and kind of, I probably will put it together before the miter saw station is done because I just sit there looking at it and I'm chomping at the bit for it. But I got to make room for it. Main thing.
Okay, I got to get a scroll saw. How much are those things?
I don't know. I already won tonight.
Seriously, how much are they?
Oh, a couple $100 probably.
We got to talk about that before we spend that much money, though.
Oh. All right. I already won tonight.
Oh, we got to talk about it. What's a good kind?
There's a DeWalt I know that makes a pretty good one, if I'm not right.
Let's see. Clark said Rockwell scroll. Mr. Clark said.
Rockwell. This mallet was a gift sent to us. It's got John 316 on it.
The mallet's super cool.
Mr. Charlie sent it to us. And it's got our logo on the other side. It's a really beautiful mallet. The wood come off his property there in Texas.
Okay, Becca. All right, Becca. I got to look at getting one. Brian, we have not considered doing any type of wood turning.
Yeah, it's just not something I've ever found interest in.
Thank you,
if I'd done it, I may love it. But so far, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's really cool.
Holy
people
crap,
are absolutely
Phillip.
talented and beautiful stuff they do. I've gotten multiple pins in that people turn, and I'm just astonished at how amazing they are. But that's just something I've never it's just one of those things I'm like, I don't know that that's for me.
Philip Smith said his was $2,000. He must have a nice one.
They do all the good stuff. Year 2000
Must be the year
cuts.
2000 one. Y'all can tell we watch the same movies, huh? That's what happens.
That's Pegasus is the BMW of scroll saws.
Is that what it is, Pegasus?
It's like the Festool.
Oh, okay. I just need like a beginner one. Is it something I can do with my arm?
Yeah. You just set the stuff on there. I'll show you some videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got me interested. Now y'all got me thinking ponytail.
One thing, Lincoln Street, is that turning, man. Have you seen the mess them guys make? Like anybody, guys, girls, whatever, when they're doing that thing, like their shavings going off, and they turn around like they're just swamped in that stuff. I'm like, good. You ain't no dust collection, nothing on that stuff.
Dang Dang it! Now I gotta go find out what a dang scroll saw is. I didn't look at it last week, but now I gotta look at it. This is 2 weeks of it.
Matt Cook says, I'm late for an important date.
What?
Matt Cook, I'm late for an important date.
What are you talking about?
Matt Cook.
Huh? Why is he saying that? What?
You way behind over there.
What are you talking about? My comments?
No, I'm just saying he said he was late. He showed up late. He made a rhyme.
Oh. Mother's Day equals scroll saw. Michelle Cochelle. That's what
right.
she said.
That's right. I ordered for you tonight. I told you.
I got to look at it.
Make sure you get her the foot pedal. Makes all the difference.
There's a foot pedal to one?
It's kind of like a sewing machine.
Are you serious? I love foot pedals. That's what my old sewing machine had.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, on the scroll saw, you can adjust the speed by the pressure you're putting on the pedal, right?
What?
I think. Mm-hmm. And it has a light and a magnifying glass, so if you can't see.
Stop making fun of me because I'm old.
I can't see either.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I gotta look at this now. Blonde moment. Yes. Thanks a lot, Dwayne. I see you there.
Alice in Wonderland. That's where that was from. I'm late.
Yes.
I'm late.
The
you
rabbit.
should know that.
I knew what it was from, but I just didn't know why you were.
Are you on live or are we that far behind?
I don't know. I'm on live. Matt Cook's over here laughing.
Like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, it was on Facebook. That's why I couldn't see it. I was on YouTube. I was lost, okay? I was on the wrong social media. Jeez. I was hashtagging. I was Holy Spirit activating over here. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Y'all see? If you got TikTok, there's
He is addicted to TikTok.
I just laugh and it's hilarious. Anyway,
I am so not into TikTok. And
I only watch it because it's funny. And
oh my gosh.
There's this one where they stitch a baby on there, you know, where they do the duet thing. And they act like they're talking to this baby that's laughing on the phone. Like, it's hilarious. You go see it.
He loves TikTok, and I'm so not into TikTok. Okay,
there you go.
it's after 8. No. All right.
Mason, last question says, any good ways to tell stain type from a photo? Typically, if you mess with stain much and you know what type of wood they've stained, you can kind of guess at about what color it's going to be. But other than that, maybe take it to Sherwin-Williams and say, hey, what color is this? They can help you out sometimes.
So my stupid screen has been like way back. I couldn't. My screen has been like this the whole time.
What does that even mean?
Like I've been like 5 minutes behind.
Oh, I knew he was way back there. I didn't know what you was doing. All right, dear.
I'm telling you, it's been a long day.
Been a long day?
Been a real long day. Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. I'm fixing to go shop for a scroll saw.
Scroll sauce. Coming in hot.
Scroll saw.
See y'all.